it's Elisa, half Asian tarot queen. Yeah, this week has been really intense for me. It is eclipse season, so there's a lot going on, and so I'm kind of doing, I did this really crazy reading on the Divine Feminine a couple of days ago that was like, had a lot of synchronicities, and just a really paradigm shifting week, you know, with truths being told that have been really impactful, you know. I mean, it is the beginning of a new decade, so I think, you know, some things that have been kind of brewing for a long time are just like coming to the surface and being healed. So it's just like major healing going on. But, you know, these kinds of big changes often go along with some big conflicts, you know. So for me, some just long-standing situations that have been really deeply painful for me are like coming up and being healed. So I'm grateful for the change, but you know, in the moment, it has been difficult. So I'm gonna pull. I haven't used this deck, but it's a Keepers of Light Oracle, and so just drawing inspiration from these like light healers. And so the one that I'm pulling is Kuan Yin, which is care and compassion. Choose to be loved. Do what is right for everyone involved. Offer a helping hand. So yeah, I feel like this is an important message, apparently. I mean, especially in these moments of these big changes. I know for myself, you know, it can be really painful for people to go walk through these changes, and you know, sometimes you can get really hung up on that, and I'm trying to be, you know, super compassionate about the impacts, you know, or just trying to remember that, because it's not easy, you know. So yeah, but I will say that, you know, I'm just really trying to focus my intention on moving through the changes towards positive outcomes. And yeah, I know I can say for myself, releasing some really big long-held pains. So huge relief. And then I'm pulling from the gateway because we are moving through the 2020 eclipse season, and it's a gateway into a new decade. And I pulled Making a Difference. My inner light shines far and wide. And I love this one because it has this starfish, you know, and it always reminds me of the tale of, you know, the guy, and there's thousands of starfish on the beach, and he's like one by one throwing them in. And it seems like this hopeless task, but you know, an onlooker comes by and it's like, what are you doing? Like, you're never going to be able to get all the starfish back in the ocean. Like, why does it even matter? And he was like, well, it matters to this one fish. So, you know, you might not be able to save the world, and you might not be able to, you know, change outcomes, but you know, if you do what you can do, you know, and that's still making a difference to somebody, you know. So I think that's an important message to remember. Yeah, you know, I know for myself, it's just like, yeah, it's just like things change, and it's pain, you know, pains come up for people, and you know, it feels like out of control, and it's just like I feel like I need to do more than what I can do, you know. But like at the end of the day, you just have to remember, like, you know, you have to honor yourself, and like know that, you know, even if you can't save all the starfish, like, you're still having an impact, and you can still have an impact, and try to focus on that, you know. So okay, so I'm going to the Star Child Tarot. Yeah, I think tomorrow I'm going to do a big reading for the eclipse, because it's, you know, like I said, super big energies coming through this week. But I'm just going to pull some overall energies to see where we're at, and then I'm going to go from there. But yeah, the Star Child Tarot deck I love. It has this beautiful artwork by Daniel Noel, and it's a it's very metaphysical. And it's funny because, like, one of the big healing things I'm working on is just, like, because I have really, like, my whole awareness about my medical, physical sort of aspects has come to the forefront lately. And so, you know, a thing that I really have been having to work on is just in being grounded with all of that. So, but this deck I really identify with because this is me. Like, I've been told that, like, I'm a little too much into those upper chakras at the moment. Okay, so, oh my gosh, wow. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck we have perspective. And so this is unique to this deck. So I'm going to read from the book for this one, just because this I love the messages in this book. They're very positive. Okay, so perspective. It may be a good time to pause, take a deep breath, and review your plans. If you feel stuck, do not make any hasty decisions just yet. Sometimes looking at things from another angle or perspective can shift the energy of a challenging situation. It may be that you will need to let go of something or make some kind of sacrifice, which may initially leave you feeling vulnerable. Know that this too will pass. You just need some time to review your plans. This is a transitional phase when you are able to recalibrate your beliefs, situation, or life goals. Take this time to meditate on your personal hopes and dreams. When one door closes, another always opens. What are my options at this time? Where do my true passions lie, and how am I honoring them? You're at a crossroads. Acceptance, epiphanies, patience, surrender, sacrifice, introspection, meditation. Yeah, I'm really identifying with this energy right now because, yeah, it's like these big shifts and letting go of big impactful things, you know, and there's like an emptiness and a pain that's like being released from that, and like, you know, just like trying to be intentional about like not going and trying to hang on to that, like, you know, gotta let that go. And also, you know, just letting go of the attachment to it. You know, it can be hard. Okay, so overall energies, I have the Four of Swords, I have the Two of Cups, and I have the Page of Wands. Which is interesting because the reading I did, the last reading I did from a couple days ago, I got 3 Two of Cups from 3 different decks. So definitely, like, this talks about, like, you know, contemplating a new love or a new relationship and a new spark that's sort of inspiring that. So it's like there's a spark, and we're kind of like, I think, taking this moment to heal and reconcile past situations before we like step into the future, you know. So it's a pretty reflective moment, and I definitely am feeling that. And yeah, I think when I set out to do this reading, I was like, this is going to be the pre-eclipse jitters, you know, because it's like I can feel that there's this big change that's just like right there, you know, but it hasn't kind of fully formed yet. So I'm going to pull a few cards from the Healing Light Tarot to just get some more clarity on what's going on. Oh, interesting. Oh my gosh, wow. I love the tarot. It's just like so much wisdom. Oh my gosh, wow. Okay, one more card. All right. Oh my gosh. Okay, so on the bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot. So this is a card of sort of like empowerment and sort of taking control of a situation. It's a card of manifestation and sort of being a master of the light and the dark, you know, like a balance between yin and yang, and like moving forward in this empowered, balanced place. So hold on 1 second. Okay, sorry. I've been having a lot of interruptions lately because I'm like at my mom and dad's, and so anyways, so we got the Nine of Pentacles, the Judgment, and the Knight of Pentacles. So this energy was super prevalent in this reading, this super climactic, very deeply felt reading called The Truth Surfaces for the Divine Feminine. So it was tapping into the storyline of the Divine Feminine, but I think that energy that came through on that reading is even bigger than the Divine Feminine storyline. However, this was the energy that the Divine Feminine was like embodying in that reading. So yeah, I would definitely check out that reading. Put a link to that because that was a really powerful reading for sure. And then we have the Judgment, and we have the Knight of Pentacles. So in this, in the reading, you know, and it's interesting because there's a bird here too. This is a independent person who's kind of in their own power. They're like financially independent. They're just like, they've got it going on, you know. But what came through in that reading, which I had never noticed before, is this crow on the finger of, you know, and it was like the truth, you know, the truth was just perched on the Divine Feminine in this reading, like that had surfaced. And it's interesting because this is right next to the Judgment, which is kind of like, you know, the truth being told, you know, the universe is like setting the record straight, you know, and this was causing this huge shift and this huge shakedown in that reading, you know, but it's followed by the Knight of Pentacles. So it's like, you know, this big truth had been revealed, you know, but this is like a caution to, like, you know, the Knight of Pentacles is like the slowest moving knight in the deck. So it's just like, take your time, you know, it's a big change. Like, it doesn't have to happen overnight. So I think, you know, that's like a good warning. And then on the next row we have the, let's see, it's the Ten of, yeah, it's the Ten of Wands. I'm like, this card is different. So it's just like putting this, there's this big bug on this person's back, you know, and it's just like putting this burden down, you know. And then the Tower, which is like a huge shake-up or shakedown, and the Wheel of Fortune. So this eclipse is going to be like earth-shattering, it seems, because we got the Tower and the Wheel of Fortune. So it's just like things are changing, and it's big, like, life-altering change that, you know, cannot be denied. It's just there, you know. It's just like, and it looks like, it's interesting because this Divine Feminine, you know, the energy that was with the Divine Feminine, you know, she's putting down some huge burden, you know, that she's been carrying for a long time, you know. And it was like, in that reading, she was like oppressed by some situation, and, you know, having to walk on eggshells around the situation where someone, you know, wasn't able to accept the truth, you know. And so it's like this burden is finally being put down, which is huge, you know. And so this Judgment is causing this Tower moment, and, you know, everything's changing, but in this like slow and steady way, which is beautiful. So pretty crazy. And then the other thing, the whatever is changing it fell right under this Two of Cups. So it seems to be in the area of like love or partnership or some kind of soulmate connection. There's like a huge change that's happening. So it's pretty crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna pull 3 more cards from, going back to the Star Child, just to get some guidance about moving through the energies and see what we get. Oh, beautiful. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, so sorry I keep pausing because my mom is like, oh, but but anyways, the reading isn't. It's beautiful. So we got the Sun. We got the Ten of Wands again. So some huge burdens being healed in this eclipse season. And we got the Six of Cups. So another soulmate connection because we got the Two of Cups and the Six of Cups. This would suggest like a reconciliation with someone from the past. Because this is like a soulmate from the past. And oh, apparently there was another card stuck to it. I just realized. And that had the Page of Cups under it. So a love offering from some soulmate from the past. And putting down some huge burden and stepping into total fulfillment and happiness. Which is pretty climactic. So I'm going to pull from the Work Your Light Oracle and from the Yogic Path Oracle just to kind of finish out the reading. But yeah, it looks like this is huge stuff coming through. And I have to, you know, heal some pretty heavy stuff to get there, but it seems worth the effort. Okay, so I got Trust the Niggle. Where is this niggling feel? What is this niggling feeling trying to tell you? So it's like, you know, you're being compelled to move forward by some gut feeling, and it's like, you know, trust that energy, because these are, you know, even though this can be really trying to move through, like this kind of climax, and so it can be really disorienting, but yeah, it's important to, like, you know, trust your gut instinct, but also to, like, focus on the most positive outlook, because that's what you want to bring forward, you know. And so whatever is going on, just like try to look at things from the most positive perspective possible, because that's what you want to bring forward into the future, you know. Yeah, it's definitely been an eye-opening week for me, and some crazy reactions, and, you know, just trying to have a good perspective on that, and also just being really intentional about what energy I'm gonna engage, because it's not easy, but it's worth it. Okay, so the card we got from the Yogic Path, this beautiful deck, which I love, is Fadaya. I hope I pronounced that right, but this is Niyama, self-study. We were each born with a book of infinite wisdom, stories, and inventions, and emotions. This book is our own consciousness. If we take the path to truly studying the self, we will never become bored with our findings. Instead of trying to acquire more information, take the focus inward. There are cosmoses in your consciousness you have yet to venture into that have more beauty than any artwork, more mystery than your favorite thriller, more magnificence than all earthly creations. However, the passport required to each of these vistas is stillness. Through withdrawing from external stimulus, you can move into the true stimulus, the world inside and beyond you. So, yeah, that's the guidance, you know, and I think that's a pretty good message for this energy, you know, because it's like you can really feel tossed around, you know, when this is going down, and this is like, you know, trust your instincts and go within, because, you know, at the end of the day, you have to follow your own guidance, because that's where it's at. So that's the message, and we'll check in tomorrow with some like eclipse energies.